Ladies and gentlemen, get ready, because today is going to be a glorious day, filled with laughter, cheers, and smiles. Why, you ask? Because tonight we have gathered 13 amazing poets from all over the world to recite beautiful poetry for all of you. So hold on to your shorts and prepare for a wonderful time during the PledgeNexus International Poetry Competition. And don't forget, you can vote for your favorite author or write in their name in the comment section below. Enjoy the show.
What's up? I'm Lis. I wanted to do another spoken word. This is called Know Your Worth. Know your worth. Expose your hurt. The deeper you're willing to go, the quicker life will repay you. When failure came up, I had to place my hands on the ground, gain some strength so I can be here to say this now. You are enough. Don't let anybody tell you different. And those people that do, well, that's just their opinion. Look in the mirror. Observe your eyes. Do you feel any emotions, or you just staring? You will get there. If you strive to reach higher levels once you face that person in the mirror, allow life lessons to birth your goals, you'll be able to fully examine inside of you. Then conquer more. Who do you want to be? Who inspires you? Those questions are important. If it's not to you, then there's nothing wrong with that. Because I believe we are all on our own path and we will meet again. I love you. If you are hearing this, you are loved. This is our creation. This is your world. Don't you ever stop building it. The minute you quit, the matrix will continue on. You were set to fail, so good job. Day one.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, I am Genesis, and I'm coming to you tonight with a poem, and it's called Matrimony. And it goes a little something like this. I'm not afraid of marriage, and I'm not afraid of change, and I'm not afraid to love one soul for eternity, but what I am afraid of is the players and the pimps and the guys that tell you sweet lies just to waste your time. See, I think they only have an appetite for whatever's going on between my thighs. See, my matrimony is one thing. It's one thing to exchange some rings and say some awfully sweet things and to sign a piece of paper agreeing that our relationship will remain stress-free, but hell, that's beyond me. See, I want you to be the door at night when I place my feet at the base and cry my eyes out. I want you to see my strength and my weakness. My hand in matrimony is not stroking of your ego. My hand in marriage comes with books of broken promises and ripped chapters of stories that were never meant to be written. I had guys that suffocated my growth and stunted me in their shadows. I had exorcists who made suits out of my skin, but I eventually wore off. My hand in marriage is not walking the perimeter of what type of woman you want me to be. My hand in matrimony was never meant for you, but always made for me. Don't call me a rose and say you can't pick any thorns. Don't take my crown and call me a queen. Don't tell me you're going to be faithful to me and tell another motherfucking girl the exact same thing. My hand in marriage carries bags from my past, and I'm just here to ask you, if I say yes, will you make this marriage last? Thank you. I am Genesis.
Hello, I am Mariel Verano, Deligero. I love to write poetry since I was 16 years old. One of my inspiration of that is my teacher in English. And also my big fan is my family and also with the support of God. Thank you very much. I hope you like it. My poetry entitled Long Distance Relationship. Long distance relationship. My hands are shaking, my nerves turn to trembling. You were once part of my whole piece, concept of my every poetry's, character of my unfinished stories. Yet you're now villain on my ongoing movies. My heart is breaking into small pieces, but you are still the one I wanted to embrace. Long distance relationship at first step. You are the beginning of all things, our creator that whom we adore until sleep. In the path of righteous guided with your mercy, as stated in the Bible prophecy, travel in a roller coaster clock, like riding in the back of my bike. In my heart, O God, I find your hope. While seeking, I felt your love and kindness. My heart, you're just a short distance that I can walk. Every day, a wholehearted prayer to you I talk. Until my last breath, willing to serve you, my God. Until my hair turned to white and body felt weak, your words won my trust and hope. Long distance relationship.
Hi, my name is Kayla, and to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm really into poetry, music, anything within the arts that has to do with expression is a passion of mine. And this is a poem I wrote about maybe 6 months ago, and it explains a bit of how I was feeling at the time, which was reflecting on my past and really personal experiences. I hope you enjoy. You're my morning glory, and magnifying the way the sun twists, crests, so ever slightly. How does the moon have its shape after you? So solemn, so mysterious under the pale light. How do I part with you like a summer's day, so gently crying to the wind in my lonely hour? I sing to thee, but no response. We part like doves, still illuminated by the moonlight. And how serious is a face under the sun, illuminating like doves, with the moonlight, but with the cry, pink skies. Children laugh and play, but what is a child to do with no love? That is my song, sang by the birds in the night when everyone is sleeping, to turn a blind eye to the pain. Loudly I cry, screaming in the night when no one can hear me. When tears can fall freely, there's beauty in the sadness or silence. And when I cry, it is like dew on the morning grass, the sun not strong enough to wither it away, away, away. Are you mistaken with the cry? My pain grows, but neither do I. Gentle lullabies lure me to sleep in the womb that is a lie. For it cradles me in democracy, freedom for itself. Cry to me a lullaby like demons die. Forgetful of a sorrow, I cannot compare thee to a summer's day or rose. No more pink skies, no more pink skies. This pink sky has died. Blue eyes, blue rose, blue heart, my blue rose friend, giving me wisdom I cannot bear. Thank you.
Hello there, my name is Patrick Andre Höhne. I am an unpublished writer from Berlin, Germany. And my inspiration is not to pinpoint on any single incident. There is lots of music in my mind, in my heart as well. There's lots of, teachings and readings in my mind, and I hope in my heart as well, that I derive this inspiration from. So Let's just begin. There's no world of my creation. There's no emotion that's not shared. Just an ocean that I bathe in, and a soul that is not scared. Yet there's a place that I deem sacred. It's deep inside, forever to be unshaken, protected from storm and sorrow of the day. There shall be a shelter, but not my grave. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Fia. This evening I am going to read a poem that was inspired by the birth of my first child, and it is entitled Requiem for a Woman. I wait in a blood flood, nostrils flared at the copper green tang of pennies, hot ferritin, and salt. Bright numbness creeps along guitar string nerves, clutches too high. A rolling howl crawls from between my lips, a rage, a storm. The anesthesiologist sneers as I thrash, persona non grata with my bovine moans and feline screams. A scalpel winks, a gleam. Taut skin smiles, spills rubies onto the blue drape as the surgeon guts my gravid anatomy. My infant, a mint violin, wails a sober requiem for the woman buried, stitched up inside the mother wound. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brenda Griffin, and I wrote this poem when I was doing GED study on the section for creative writing and saw all these words listed there. It's called Urchins Marred by Government. Urchins marred by government linger in the land, beseeching all forsake us not, the paupers are at hand. The plight of our Lord impels the pauper's faith, divine the word of our Lord, dwell eternal in God's grace. Evil will be challenged when by urchins in God's name, cast into the pit of fire, the unjust will remain.
I'm Bodhidharma. I write poems based on what's going on in my life. The other night I had a dream, and this is just kind of what fell on the paper the next morning. We kissed last night, but it was only a dream. Could have fooled me by how real it seemed. Your taste, your smell, it was all there. Your ivory skin and flowing red hair. And before I awoke, I peered into your eyes. And that's when I knew it was a dream full of lies. For you would never gaze upon a guy like me. Those big pretty eyes of emerald green. We kissed last night. But it was only a dream.
Hi, my name is Cedes, and the poem I'm going to read today is called Lost Soul. I was inspired to write this poem because I was feeling really lost, and I just hope it speaks to you like it spoke to me. Lost soul, lost soul. Oh, why you so cold? There's somebody to help you be bold, or to mold, only to behold, but just for a split second before you walk out that door. Without another glance, it's like, why you went with the flow? Just for them to go. To leave you alone. That's when you realize that nobody will ever know that you just want to grow. But don't worry, love, because one day you will grow on your own. And deep down, I know you know.
Hello to everyone, my name is Elepo Ridwanullahi. I hereby to recite the poems I composed on oceans of corruption. Keep following. Oh, we are in pool of sadness, and crying out loud of helplessness, and singing in the pool of bitterness, and drawing the ink of violence. Oh, we are playing the tennis of wickedness, and passing the ball of homelessness, and laying the stick of goodness, and keep calling the land of mercy, and keep claiming the raid of no mercy. and drown the cycle of corruption and terminate the zeal of innocence to the dam of wrongful deed. Oh, who burns my countries? Who wipe our testimonies and dropping us in the oceans of corruption and breaking the solid foundation and lamenting in the oceans of decomposition and shed our blood to the land of deprivation. Thanks very much.
How you doing? My name's Roger. I'm a poet, a lyricist, and I have a very great passion for music. I indulge in making poetic forms in the most intricate way when speaking on paper. So I'd like to introduce this poem. It's called 1,000 Years. 1,000 years, 1,000 more, 1,000 times, 1,000,000 doors to eternity. I may have lived 1,000 lives, 1,000 times, an endless turning stairway climbs to a tower of souls. If it takes another 1,000 years, 1,000 wars, the towers rise to numberless floors in space. I could shed another 1,000,000 tears, 1,000,000 breaths, 1,000,000 names, but one truth to face. 1,000,000 suns, 10,000,000 years of uncertainty. I could speak 1,000,000 lies, 1,000,000 songs, 1,000,000 rights, 1,000,000 wrongs in this balance of time. But if there was a single truth, a single light, a single thoughts, a singular touch of grace, then following this single point, this single flame, this single haunting memory of your face, I still love you. I still want you. 1,000 times the mysteries unfold themselves like galaxies in my head. I may be numberless. I may be innocent. I may know many things. I may be ignorant. Or I could ride with kings and conquer many lands, or win this world at cards and let it slip my hands. I could be canned food, destroyed 1,000 times, reborn a fortune's child to judge another's crime. Or wear this pilgrim's cloak, or be a common thief. I've kept this single faith. I have but one belief. I still love you. I still want you. 1,000 times the mysteries unfold themselves like galaxies in my head. On and on the mysteries unwind themselves, eternities still unsaid till you love me. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed. God bless.
Good day, everyone. My name is Maynard Tanamal. I'm 22 and I'm happy to be here in PledgeNexus. So I began to love poetry when I was in my 3rd grade. I remember every time I would grab an English book, I would look for pages with poetries and would focus on reading the pages alone. I started to write my own poem when I was in my 3rd year in high school. Poetry for me is something that would make you understand your existence. It serves as a window to the world and a door towards understanding life. It is a voice. Every time my mouth refuses to speak, poetry becomes my voice. It becomes my words. It is a language, and it resonates from the heart of the writer to the heart of the reader. Poetry, for most of writers, especially for me, is a soul. It is my heart. It is my life. And I am very much glad to bleed poetry. So today, here in PledgeNexus, I will be reciting one of my written poem entitled The Book of Hidden Pain. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Flip and flip to pages we dive. Unravel the mystery, understand the mess. Read the lines, the words, and the stress. Here's my story, let's begin from the start. The moment of my birth as I was painted by art. Bleeding with black paint as the brush touches the canvas. And there goes me, naked as I was. Turn the page and there goes number 2. Understanding life I barely don't know. Every word written is inked by tears, as life cruelly shaken my fears. Dive to page where number 3 lies. Prepare to weep, blink your eyes twice. This is the story of my silent crying, the agony behind my leaving. Let's now discover what's written in 4. Is this a cliche or something you've never read before? It starts with the pronoun I and ends with vain. Yes, this is the book of my hidden pain. Say hi to 5, the final page, where all of my stories perfectly merge, where happiness is nowhere to be found, where pain and heartbreaks came to bound. You've read a lot, you've gone too far. You have understood the story of my scar. Now flip the pages and read again. It is still the book of hidden pain.
Hey, good day. My name is Atta Mavis. I'm from Nigeria, Benue State in Nigeria to be precise. Okay, I'm a poet. Let me just say my pen name is Magic Marvo. So the title of my poem is Birds of Prey. Basically, the inspiration of Birds of Prey is gotten from the level of corruption in Nigeria, in Africa generally, how the leaders don't treat us well, how we're being misled and that. So I hope you enjoy it. So I pray for the days the poet talk of. We live to fight, but I don't want war. They smile only when the light stays on. But if it goes off, 1,000 men fall in war. Bad bird of prey. They only pray, their prey never finds its way. They take innocent souls to get their pay. No life matter except theirs, they say. Birds of prey. Leaders with no head. Masters who don't pay. Alive, walking but feared dead. When the shovel drums to the people mourning, they dance. With no sign of remorse, they cry. Another man gone, they say life is by chance. Sincerely I cry for the predator and for the prey, I cry. Thank you.
I am Oluwafemi Oluwafemi and I am a Nigerian. The title of my poem is I'm Not Wrong, which was actually inspired by girls who think that they do the wrong whereas they do the right because of the influence of friends, society or peers. But good thing I'm here today to tell you that you all are not wrong. So here it goes. I am not wrong. I'm not wrong when I say you should not caress me anytime you feel or like, or what gives you the audacity to come touch me without knowing the nitty-gritty, or have you forgotten that my body is a holy city? I'm not wrong. I am a phenomenal center, so what do you think, that you can shower me with creamy eyes or cheese and expect me to whimper? I am a beautiful flower in the king's orchard, and therefore you must possess the wisdom, the power to come touch me, pluck me, or even feel me, because you cannot leave me bewildered. I'm not wrong if I say I do not dress skimpy. Classy is not stupidity. Torn shirt, torn pants won't fit. For I am priceless. I am a princess. I am a lioness of high prowess. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong, because even if I'm to take a survey, I know I'll find a covey of those who still take their stands, those who own the fowl at their yards, and at the end of the day, they all will be grand. I'm not wrong. For this is an inspiration from the King of all creation to be a motivation to the girl world nation. Yes, you are not wrong.
Hi. My name is Robert Gibbons. I'm a poet here in Brooklyn, New York, and this poem is a response to someone desecrating the statue of Jackie Robinson here in Brooklyn, New York City, and so this poem is a reflection of that. And this poem is entitled, Someone Desecrated the Statue of Jackie Robinson. Don't save this piece of history. It is just another history lesson, another begging for more time, another disappearance as we adhere to Jackie, never asking to be immortalized. I think he would rather not use your mold and patina and retire his 42. No, keep him in the riddle tag of an urban ghetto. Place him with swastika and call him the N-word, his baton rage. He, the sage for the person of color, the carrier of martyrdom. Even from beyond the dead, desecrate his spirit. Cheer him as fan, rub his monument, for there are museums, the ruins of Charleston, the Civil War in modernity, his underground railroad tore down in New York City to build a glass structure or metal beam. This skyscraper is for real. Do not protect from pejorative or expletive. Bully him, for he cannot speak. He is peace be still. His willingness to come and consider his life a legend. Beg them for forgiveness. His living in vain. The shame of calling it post-racial. A nation of diversity. Multi-generation or technicolor. Further the knowledge or isolate the pain. It's carcinogenic. Pending the case. Traces of a racist, paces behind himself, redistributing and redlining, taking away the voting right is choking him with sugar. Pull the trigger, because he is a man on the street, and his words are your words. His sluggish walk, his sluggish talk, and the lawsuit to pursue happiness, the lapses of his family, so he is worn as old boots. His roots in the neighborhood of Brooklyn, his historic preservation, the reservation to hire him. You want to call him butler or preacher or pimp and other. His monument a desecration to the Dodgers, the foragers of hate in increments and places. But he will stand there as long as he can be seen, because death has no power. Thank you again.